Hi everybody, this is my first ever YouTube video on my channel, Liaro, and I hope that there will be a lot more videos to come, and I hope that some people watch this video and they like it, so I can actually get motivation to make more of these videos. But today we're going to be reading some confessions online, so let's get into it. Alright, so we're gonna start off with a pretty weird looking confession. Alright, let's start. So this guy says the weirdest confession, like the weirdest thing he had to do was to piss on his girlfriend. But let's read it. So we were swimming on a beach one day when she felt a mild sting on her leg. When she frantically called me, I looked over and saw a translucent white jellyfish the size of an average man's hand floating right beside her. In panic, I swam to her and got her out of the water. She whimpered, "Ray, you're a man. You know what to do. Go National Geographic on me." Hell no. That's scientific nonsense. I'm not pissing on you. For frick's sake, I'm gonna die. Come on, Ray. Easy choice. Piss on me or let me die. So I whipped out the old meat whip. Slash my girlfriend like the yellow rain. She had the face that was equal parts amazed, shocked, and disgusted. She never saw my pee-pee before then, by the way. Take a few deep breaths. When we arrived at a nearby hospital hours later, the doctor couldn't stifle his laughter. That was common jellyfish around these parts. Nothing deadly, just irritates the skin with a burning sensation for a few hours after. So I pissed on her for nothing? Oh my god, ha ha ha. You pissed on her? That piss on jellyfish sting is scientific nonsense. If you pissed on her, you might have actually helped the stinger release more venom. I raised both my hands to the air, and to see I was right, Jester. My girlfriend laughed. To be honest, I just wanted to see your... I think we should put the phone down now. Next confession, please. Alright guys, hopefully this next confession will be a little better. Yeah? Let's start reading it. Alright, so this guy, Steve, says, although on quora, it is not a secret. In my regular life, my biggest taboo secret is that my sister and I have been having... No. I'm not gonna even finish this freaking confession, bro. This is freaking incest. I'm going to start crying. Alright everyone, after I've calmed down, we have our next confession, so let's read it. So it says, so this girl says, so there we were at 16, standing by the road at the Convent Garden on a beautiful sunny day, just as two as we waited for the rest of our classmates to join us after lunch. Never said I was mere meters away from the object of my attraction. I blurted out the first thing that came to mind in order to fill the void of silence stretching between us. Did you know you've got a really flat bum? It's kind of flat like an A4 paper, flat in front and back. Interesting choices of words, girly. His eyes widened and looked at me in shock. Internally, I kept telling my mouth to just shut it, but there was no going back now. I was doomed. What you need are butt implants. Like for boobs, but in your bum, so they can feel real and bouncy, you know? Why the hell do I keep on finding the weird fucking oh my bad, I should know first. Why do I keep finding weird confessions, bro? Why the hell does a bum have to bounce? I don't know. Seemed right at the time. I'm killing myself. I wanted to be swallowed up by the ground. Thankfully, our classmates had started to join us by that point. I knocked my head up against the lamppost beside me. As you should, queen. As you should. Hoping I would wake up from a dream. No such luck for me. It was painfully real. I had just suggested to my crush that he was as flat as a paper and needed bum implants. This happened in 2006, and it's still seared into my memory. Hashtag weirdest shit ever. Alright guys, next confession. Alright guys, so this is a short confession, so let's see. So Anonymous says, my girlfriend at the time had horrible smelling breath. I forced her to see a dentist and she had cavities and got her teeth fixed over a matter of months, which got rid of the problem. Tough kissing someone with that stench. Damn, you really gotta out your girlfriend like that? Alright, next confession. Alright everybody, next confession. So this person says, my parents used to be in a long distance relationship since my age in single digits until 2 years back as their jobs were in different locations. Initially all went well, and out of nowhere some men, colleagues and other higher officials of my mom, as far as I can remember, frequently started coming to our house. My mom would make tea for them, then they'd chat for a while and then make me study or watch TV, and we'll go inside the room, lock themselves, and we'll come after an hour or so. I was young and naive, couldn't understand a thing until my teenage days when I decided to see what happens. You guessed it right. Do y'all really want to know what this thing says? Do y'all really want to know? Well, I'll tell y'all. My mom was doing the deed with those guys. I don't know if it's an affair or if she did those things for her job. At the end of the day, she did them. Now she lives with my dad as if nothing happened while I carry the trauma of her deeds. Wonder what those deeds were, huh? But Indian families can be fucked in many ways, and this is one among them. Next confession, please. I want to bleach my ears. Hey everybody, this is a longer confession, but let's see what this guy says. He says, my secret is that I allowed my friend to kill himself. Guys, please do not kill yourself. Alright, let's continue. Awkward silence. And everyone thinks I tried to save him. The reality is, I thought he was joking. He was always overly dramatic, not in a gay way, but in an emotional teenager way. This would happen back in the mid-2012. Apparently, he called up a few of our mutual friends in the previous few months, threatening suicide, but this all came up after the fact. I had no idea. Evening of he calls me up. The grammar's so great here. Sobbing and swearing, telling me he's going to kill himself. I had no idea he was depressed or suicidal, and I was also a bit high, and so intelligent me responded. Sorry, I gotta fix my glasses, y'all. Well, you've always wanted to be on TV. Chat. Yo, why would you say that? A few more sobs and he hangs up. I think nothing of it. The next day, news spread all over the school that he'd hung himself. I was feeling pretty sick, figuring that it couldn't have happened long after our conversation. I was called into the principal's office, pretty much fearing that I'd be in prison for causing this, and this guy's parents were there, obviously crying their eyes out. I just kind of sat and waited to be torn a new one. They told me that they found his phone nearby, and a call to me shortly before was in the history. I froze, waiting for something to happen, for someone to yell. No one did. His mom and his dad came up and hugged me and sobbed onto me, stepping back to profusely thank me and praise me for talking to him and trying to be there for him, for being such a good friend and staying on the line. Through their teary eyes, I could tell they totally believed I'd done good by their son. So I lied and said that I did everything I could, and I'm sorry I couldn't have done more. I've been telling that lie ever since. This only came out after his death, actually at his funeral wake. At the funeral, it was mentioned quickly by a family member that I'd helped right at the end, and thank you. I'm gonna have to put the phone down for that one, because that's actually a dark one. And the fact that you actually confessed that on Quora is... I think this will be the end of the video, and everybody comment down below if you want more of these weird ass confession videos. Bye!